All call signs listed. We on mission launch. Repeat, we on mission launch.
I said get down on the ground!
Okay, this is my setup to record voice chat on the Xbox One using Avermedia Game Capture High Def. That plugs into the mic port on the recorder, runs around, has a splitter, it has one microphone which records there. The other mic runs up, goes onto the headset. They're just your basic standard. That little mic there, is a basic standard section of a microphone. That's the original. That's a secondary mic, which runs down to a splitter, which sends that signal back to the mic input on the front of the recorder. So you get your voice chat, you get the sound recorded there. That is what you call an X Mini. That is a powered speaker. And that is the thing that makes this work. Once you get your hands on one of those, this is just part of another microphone that I took the arm off with the wiring. See, there's the volume control section. So you can mute, and I can mute the mic that I use for my voice. Over near the controller, if you crack open the back of that, your volume control, your basic standard headset volume control, you'll find a blue and black audio wire. What you need to get your hands on is a female version of that, your 3.5 plug. Cut the wire off at the end. Once you open up the back of that case, that actually just pops straight off. Once you open that up, you'll have to get a screwdriver, take that off. What you need to do is strip back the wires on the female 3.5 plug. What you need to do is you need to touch the blue and black terminal on the inside of that controller section there. And what you need to do is have it plugged in to the controller, the console turned on, and what you need to do is, once that's plugged in there, the console's up and going. If you hit that volume control there, you know that bip noise you hear normally? What you want is someone to, because that's going to be a female, so that means this little terminal here, instead of the way I had to make a little adapter up, that will plug into the 3.5 female. So what you'll get is down this end, when you touch it onto the black and the blue terminal on the inside of that adapter part, once you open it up, hit that control there, touch it on the black and blue wire, you'll hear a very loud bip noise come out this little speaker. And it has to be quite a loud noise. If you've got a quiet noise, you'll have to swap the wires over. There'll be a black and blue wire inside that controller. You'll have to swap it over to work out which section of this little pin here makes the speaker work correctly. If it's a quiet little tiny beep, it means that it's the wrong wires. You'll have to swap the wire over. Once you find the wires inside that case, you solder them. What I did was I put a hole in the back of the cover. I fed the wire through, then I soldered them. Then I slipped the cover back down onto it and clipped it back in. Put a bit of glue in there just to hold it in, bit of tape there. So now what happens now is that whenever someone talks, the audio that would normally, that's actually grabbing audio directly from the volume control. What is happening now, the audio is going along the line up to the headphone speaker, but as well as that, from the same sets of wires, it's flowing down through this speaker wire, plugs into this mini speaker. That picks up your friends talking, which is recorded by that microphone. Then from that microphone it runs along into that splitter, runs along through that lead and plugs into the Avermedia. So virtually what you're doing is you're recording your voice chat with a separate mic. You can use a lapel mic if you want to do that instead of doing what I've done. You're recording your voice chat, which mixes it in with the adapter lead, and you're recording your friend's voice chat, which is getting recorded off that microphone. So the only thing you really need to do is the stuffing around of getting the audio from this little bracket here. You don't really know or need to know a lot about how to do this. You'll figure it out once you touch the little terminals. Once you've got a female version of this 3.5 lead, so that speaker will plug into it. It will have an end similar to that end there, where that will just plug straight into that, and you just cut the wire off, strip those two wires back, make sure it's plugged into that speaker, and once you open up the back cover and take the screws off, inside there's the blue and the black wire, I should say, sorry. Once you touch those terminals, hit the volume control, and it's really loud, beeping out of that speaker, that will record voice chat, no problem at all. I'll put a little video up of what it sounds like so you can get a gist of how I've done it. It may look complicated, but to be honest, it's just a mic, a separate mic on your headset that runs down to a double adapter, which sends it's virtually two mics. That mic goes through a double adapter, goes into the single mic port in the front of the recorder. It has a speaker which grabs the sound from your headset, which sends it down to the speaker, so when your friends talk, it comes out the speaker, it's recorded on that mic. That goes down into the front of the recorder. Once you work it out, and I'm no audio technician or electrical technician. If you kind of follow what I'm telling you to do, you shouldn't go too wrong. But that's called an X Mini speaker. You'll get them off eBay probably for about $15. It's battery charged, meant to last 10 to 11 hours. Comes with a USB lead to charge it. Really good. Used for iPads and telephones and stuff. But pretty cool. Yeah, just make sure you find the black and the blue wire inside that cover. You're not going to have too much of a problem. Bit of fiddling around, get inside that cover and find the correct wires, and you'll be right. I'll give you a bit of a video so you know exactly what it sounds like before you go ahead and do it yourself. But I think you'll be fine if you kind of see what I've done. I'd say you'll come up with something pretty well the same. Pretty well it's just two mics. One records your voice, one records their voice. You're taking the audio from the controller adapter that goes up to the speaker on your headset and taking it down to a powered speaker, which actually technically uses no power from your controller to do this because it's powered. It records it off that mic, which feeds both of those mics into an adapter that goes into the front port on your Avermedia gain capture high def. So yeah, check it out and see what you think. I'll put the video up and catch you guys later.